Tonight's podcast is brought to you by the latest dish from KFB.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Colonel Ganders down here at KFB. And at KFB, we've been accused of every type of animal savagery and cruelty known to man. And let me tell you, those are values I'll stick by. In order to combat our fucking wasteless and useless need toward animal products, we've decided to use 100% of our chicken byproducts. And that's why, as the Colonel, I'm proud to introduce you to our new delicious dish. That's right, the Colonel's got for you brand new, extra crispy fried chicken clits. New from KFB. The Colonel's extra crispy fried chicken clits are made from the finest mechanically separated chicken clits and also fried in our non-GMO oil. They're also available in 3 delicious flavors: salted, Nashville hot, and honey mustard. Here's one of the Colonel's favorite customers' testimonials. KFB's extra crunchy fried chicken clits. Because fuck chickens and fuck you.
Wrong thing.
Thinking about the word faggots. This show is not for you. You guys want good, they will stab you. You guys want good, they will dim you. You guys want good, they blood holes. You guys want good, you guys want good. You guys want good, you guys want good. You guys want good.
Well, hell yeah. Back again.
Yep.
Thanks for fucking that up right at the get-go,
I did.
Brandon.
Man, I ain't with it today.
God damn it. Are you in a bad mood?
Yeah. Just ain't with it, man. Just ain't here. I ain't all together.
Well, that sucks. Because if you're not all together, it's probably going to be a bad episode. I know I ain't ever on point.
Yeah.
We'll see, though.
We'll struggle through.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Lyle. That's Brandon.
Yep.
We're back again. We're going to talk some video games and bullshit for a little bit, like we always do. Try to be as offensive as possible, like always.
On brand for us.
Yep. It's been a wild week. We're actually back on Mondays again.
Yeah.
Because I don't have fucking butthole sickness for the 3rd week in a row.
You don't have butthole practice.
Yeah. My butthole practice.
You don't have butthole lessons.
There's a little less diddling in my life tonight. I played in Austin Friday night at a music festival called the Texas Revival Jam. Pretty cool. Got to see some cool bands. Also seen some wild shit in Austin. Austin's a weird town, man. It's a badass town, don't get me wrong. I had a blast. There's some weird shit. I almost fell in love and didn't want to come home.
I don't blame you.
Not going to get too into it, but I met a nice young lady in Austin. It's enough where I may drive 15 hours back to, hang out.
Go play a little pinball with her.
Yeah. Yeah. She likes pinball. That's why she asked me if I wanted to go play pinball after the show. And I was kind of like, what is this? Eternal pinball? But no. But yeah, seen a wealth of crackheads.
Yeah.
Like just an overwhelming wealth. A place that I named Heroin River because I'm pretty sure I seen some fucking syringes floating in the water. Didn't go swimming there, thankfully.
You missed out, man.
I did.
Adventure of a lifetime.
There's some pretty cool places that I went to.
You have your own little Milo and Otis mini adventure there.
I just imagine it's just like playing this shitty Disney music. It's like, like you're fucking washing down the river. In any other movie, you're just like washing down the river and you get washed up on a bank. But like, you come out of this one looking like a fucking porcupine with all like the heroin needles, just like syringes sticking out of you everywhere. Like,
Your throat's just like clogged up with old tampons.
Oh, that's bad. I'm pretty sure like you would get instant blood poisoning in that fucking water as it smelled like just straight raw sewage. You couldn't smell it till you walked over the little walkway bridge. Because, I mean, this fucking creek's like literally right in the middle of downtown Austin. Like, you know, there's homeless people like just out openly on the street just smoking bud and shit, like playing their buckets and guitars. And, you know, if every once in a while on vacation, if somebody asked me to partake in something, I might. I don't give a fuck if you could have smoked that shit and flew to Cincinnati from there and back, like some magical shit. There ain't, like, this one dude asked me and Matt if we wanted a hit of anything, and I was like, no, I'm good. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you take a hit of that, then you gotta go promptly to the hospital and take a hit of penicillin or worse, you know.
Yeah.
They're like, you might as well just shoot yourself. What the fuck is hepatitis E? What the hell is this even? But it was cool. I ate some gyro off of a food truck that was pretty bomb. About shitted blood. After eating it, it was so fucking spicy.
Nice.
Went to a place though. The place we went and played pinball was called Pinballs with a Z.
So, you know, it's like a little edgy.
Yeah, it's very 90s rad chic.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you walk in, there's like a fucking dog wearing neon shades and a shirt on a skateboard that comes up and is like, yo, man, hang 10, and just rides off for no reason. I was like, this is the weirdest place I've ever been into.
Vending machine
Goddamn
with nothing
rad dog riding around. Like,
vending machine with nothing but surge in it.
yeah. They weren't that cool. I mean, they had booze.
Eh,
But, I mean, I would still like to have a surge. I noticed Burger King, actually, on my trip, has fucking flavored surges now.
yeah, I've noticed that.
I wonder.
Ever since Surge came back, I kind of fell out of love with it. It's either I've changed or it's changed.
To me, surge now tastes more like Vault
Yeah.
did. Because, you know, Vault was a little less, like, body.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that's a letdown. I consider myself to be a bit of a soda historian and connoisseur.
I mean, I still have a Surge alarm clock that wakes me up by screaming, Surge! Surge! Surge!
Do you really?
Yeah.
That fucking rules, dude. That rules.
My wife hates it.
How many cases of diabetes did you have to drink to get that thing?
I got tops 1 through 11. So,
Congratulations.
yeah. Going for a complete playset, like complete North American release of diabetes.
That's okay. You can always become an art director on a crowdfunded diabetes type.
Yeah.
You know, it's possible.
Diabetes, the movie.
Diabetes.
Starring Wilford Brimley.
You know, like, okay. So I watch the thing at least twice every year. To me, it's a Christmas and a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
And recently it was on TV, so I was watching it, and I've seen that movie 50 fucking times or more. And I've never once realized that shit, now I ain't gonna be able to think of his name in the movie. But the guy that they fucking lock out in the building that's
Wilford Brimley.
I
yeah.
never fucking realized that's Wilford Brimley. And I was sitting there kind of about half drunk watching that shit one night when he busts out through the thing. I was like, "Boy, that diabetes is a terrible thing." I just imagine he's like, "Diabetes." Like,
You locked me away from my insulin.
yeah, that's why he's got that noose tied. He's like, "My legs hurt."
Yeah.
I don't need to be making joke. My dad's a diabetic. He's not Wilford fucking Brimley though. Thank God.
Man, he does star in diabetes commercials.
Yeah. What was that what he's like? I'm too lazy to go down to the pharmacy, so I get my diabetes medicine mailed to me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Wilford Brimley. He's like, wasn't he the dude that used to do that? No, that's the dude from Cheers that did the "We'll leave the light on for you." That shitty hotel. They're like, "Don't mind the bloodstains. We'll leave the light on for you." Motel 666.
Lake on Motel.
Laconian Motel. Don't mind the rotted flesh smell. There's not a hooker dead underneath your bed.
She was removed 2 minutes before your arrival, guaranteed.
Yeah, no shit. They're like, we have a strict 4 o'clock check-in policy. The fucking meat wagon only comes down here to 3:30. We need 30 minutes to clean the room up. You know something's weird when you go in the check-in desk and there's like a one-toothed man with a makeup kit just going, I'll make you pretty, sitting behind the counter. Like, this is a goddamn hostel? Anyways, video games.
Haven't played much. What a jackass.
Me neither, because like I said, I've been on the road 15 hours to Austin, 15 hours back.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something we can talk about, because today's a very special day in the video game world.
Yeah, it is.
I really wish we... I will remember you. I would really wish we had a shitty copy of that song to play right now, but today is the 20th birthday of the late and great fucking Sega Dreamcast.
Ooh, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been 20 today. He'd 1 year away from getting legal alcohol poisoning.
The console was a visionary.
He was, man. It what was Dreamcast lasted 2 years before they pulled the plug on it? Because the sad thing is, like, being that it was the first 128, I even remember, like, reading the shit, like, they were still in planning stages after they announced Dreamcast, getting ready for launch, and then that fateful day in Tokyo where the shit they were feared the most got announced, where they're like, well, we're developing the PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
They were just like, God damn it.
Played DVDs.
I just imagine, like, one of the Sega high-up dudes, they're all standing in their office, just, like, watching the TV, and they're like, Sony announces the PlayStation 2, and he goes, something new. He just puts his head down and walks over to his desk and just pulls his black box out and opens it. And he just is like, they're like, sir, what are you doing? And he's like, never again! He just fucking seppukus the shit out of himself in the middle of the Sega office. When he hits ground, you just see like other Sega VIP people just like falling past the windows in the office. Their Dreamcast was shattered.
Yeah, they were. It sucks too, man. I mean, PS2, great console. You can't deny it. I mean, it's the most selling console.
I was going to say
but
technically the most financially fucking successful system of all time.
I still love the Dreamcast. If the Dreamcast was like the last console to really have like personality to it, everything else after that's been just game machines.
Well, the VMU was such like a step forward at the time and shit, and then Sega pretty much successfully condensed their fucking arcade hardware down into a home console. Because it fucking, I brought props. It fucking, like, I actually brought this to leave with you. But you got all that good Sega arcadey goodness right down in that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got your favorite game in it in case you get bored and do want to play some games.
Which game is that?
One of my favorite one of my favorite Dreamcast games, and I know yours.
Shitmoo?
Where Are Some Sailors, Volume 1. Where the guys with tattoos hang out? In your mom. Get away from it, yo. Oh, hello.
It's so tiny too. It's like the same size as the original Xbox controller.
Yeah. I love the way this fucking thing's designed though. It was such like a sleek, cool fucking thing. And it was like, this is technically, I guess, the first white stateside Sega console.
Mm-hmm.
Saturn was white in Japan. Mega Drive, Genesis was black, but
yeah,
Sorry, I had to burp really bad. But, and the fact that, like, they took Nintendo 64's fucking thing and gave you 4 controller ports and shit, man.
Yeah,
The modem.
and it made more use out of the 4 controller ports than I think the N64 did. It had
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of good 4-player games.
That fucking thing right there was high quality or like new technology at the time when we were kids.
Yeah,
like
for-
99.
Yeah, for a console, man, I used to fuck out my dial-up. I remember running up like a $500 phone bill because I dialed up to the wrong fucking server.
You're actually the first person I ever seen play a console online. Like when you would be playing fucking Doo-Doo Rocket
Yeah.
over at your house and shit. Like, that's Choo Choo Rocket actually, but
Get
when
my doo-doo pushed in.
just packed in. Like, that's the first time though I'd ever seen that and was kind of fucking amazed by it, you know?
You could even download demos off there. Like, you can download the whole first level of Echo the Dolphin on there. Took you 3 hours to do it, but you could play it all you wanted after it downloaded unless you turned your console off.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Like, it didn't save. Well, yeah, because the Dreamcast doesn't have a fucking hard
Right.
drive.
It would be all to its RAM. And then once you power it down, goodbye demo. You had to download it 2 more hours if you wanted to try it again.
Fuck that.
It was pretty cool back then, though.
Yeah.
I'd wake up in the morning, you know, if I want to try something out, I'd fucking get it downloaded when I went to school, come back, and hopefully, you know, it stayed on the whole time
Yeah.
and I could try it out.
That's pretty rad, though, because, like I said, we didn't have any.
Was
of
that the
kind of
last
shit.
console to have any kind of demo discs, too? Was there ever any PS2 demo discs? I don't remember if there was or not.
You know, that's a good fucking question. I don't think there was.
Because Dreamcast had the Dreamcast magazine. I subscribed to that just for the demo discs.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. I mean, demo discs.
think
I
that
had
was
as
it.
much fun with them as just full games because this the variety of shit you had on there.
Oh yeah, man. Like I used to look forward to. I used to have a separate binder that just had all like my PSN or not PSN, but PlayStation magazine, fucking demo discs and shit in it. That was gnarly because I mean you could go back and do one thing. Like I would be one of them kids. I would tear those fucking demos apart. Like the fucking Metal Gear Solid 2 demo come out, dude, and you can play through that demo in like 10 minutes. But, dude, I remember playing that demo for fucking hours. Just doing everything there was to do, whether just sitting around and shooting bottles of ketchup and shit. So I'm like, man, this is so fucking immersive. Like, you know.
I remember on the Dreamcast get the Tony Hawk Pro Skater demo, and I just had like the first like warehouse level on there, and you had like 2 minutes to play it, 2 or 3 minutes, and I remember just playing it for hours, like this autistically trying out different routines, so I had like the perfect fucking routine to get the maximum amount of points in those 2 or 3 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I used to fucking, like, one of my favorite things on Dreamcast was Jet Set Radio.
Yeah,
Jet Set Future's the one on Xbox, right?
yeah.
Or is it
either
Jet
that
Set
or there's
Radio or is
also
it Jet Grind?
The Dreamcast, I think, is Jet Grind. Then it becomes Jet Set on the Xbox.
Okay. So it's Jet Grind Radio.
Yeah,
I used to love that fucking game.
yeah, great fucking game.
Like, there's easy ways to cheese that shit, like, and rack up points. Like, fucking with the cop, you get the cops on you.
Mm-hmm.
I just used to, like, lead them up a stairway and grind down one side and then just lead them around and you just do the same thing. You just sit there and, like, there's certain areas where you could just, like, there's, like, a glitch, I think, if I remember right, where the spray cans would just, like, replenish.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just do that every time and you could fill your fucking spray cans completely up and then just go start doing your tagging and shit.
But trying to actually like go through the whole story and get that shit done, it does get pretty difficult because you start getting like helicopters carpet bombing you with tear gas and shit.
Why don't they really do that to, like, people now?
They should.
I think,
They
like,
should do that at One Piece conventions.
see how fast you fuckers could run.
Just try to anime run out of that shit.
Yeah. It's just speed lines. It's just fucking fog lines of tear gas. Their eyes are just like fucking. bulging out of their head. Fucking Sonic Adventure and House of the Dead 2 were the first two games I ever got for my Dreamcast. 'Cause I got my Dreamcast at Christmas after they come out. So I was a spoiled fucking brat. And like Sonic Adventure to this day still holds up very well in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's like the best 3D Sonic. I know a lot of people like the second one better, but I'm still a fan of the
I like
first
the first one better. To me, like, because it had an adventure mode that kind of drew you into it, whereas the second one was like, ooh, Shadow the Hedgehog, he's edgy.
He's got two.
And the first one, I remember so little about the second one. I know it had a lot of the classic, like, Sonic rip-off characters, like the girl Sonic and shit.
Yeah.
But the first one had, like, this really weird shit, like the fucking big cat that fishes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Like,
that dude was weird as
yeah.
fuck. He kind of looked like Dr. Robotnik
Yeah.
in a weird way.
Was it there a robot or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had the, I could be wrong, but didn't it have something riding in the robot that controlled it, or was it just a
I don't
robot?
remember. But yeah, I enjoyed it because
Knuckles.
it had was it Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, and then it was those other just weirdo one-off characters that I just enjoyed that shit rather than the Sonic verse characters in the second one
Yeah.
because they're all just like permutations of Sonic. It's fucking boring.
I remember back in my day when I was a young whipsnap, all we had was Sonic and Golden Sonic, which was just Sonic who took a bunch of speed. Like, either that or he just got pissed on. Like, Golden showered up. Fucking House of the Dead 2 is a great fucking Dreamcast game.
Yeah.
I never had the guns. I always had the controller, but I got pretty damn good at swinging the cursor around.
Dreamcast also pretty sure is the first one to have a keyboard, modern console keyboard, besides the old Atari shit. Which had Topping the Dead on it, which is
I had
back then
Topping
was
the
pretty
Dead on
good.
PC. I liked it,
Which
actually.
I think eventually they came out with Topping of the Dead Overkill, which like makes
Really?
you type out cuss words and stuff.
Eat loud, you shit ass motherfuckers.
I love Overkill.
Overkill rules, man.
Yeah.
Like they did such a good job at capturing that shitty 70s, like 80s grindhouse, like zombie flick thing.
I still remember one of my favorite parts of that is I think it's the black cop or agent or whatever. You get to a point where like all these like zombie birds coming at you, and he's like, "God damn it, I hate all these goddamn birds." It's like that movie with all those birds in it. That bird movie. Like, you mean birds?
Mean the birds. It's like that movie where the living dead comes out at night, and all they do is run around all night. The living dead do. They just come out at night because there's living deads out at night. But you mean not a living dead? Like, that movie where that girl that lives on Elm Street has a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, everybody, they know everything about it but the title. That angry mom kills all those people on the 13th day that falls on a Friday. Hey, that guy with a white mask kills people on All Hallows Eve. What's the name of that movie? They get a little more. He kills people with Sam Hain. What's the name of that movie called? God, that was a fun little side tangent. But yeah,
Also introduced me to that introduced me to Berserk and Phantasy Star. So, two big.
which two of your favorite properties?
Yeah.
Berserk being like probably your
number one.
number uno.
Yeah. Phantasy Star I don't care about outside of Phantasy Star Online. I mean, I've tried the old Phantasy Star RPGs and
Yeah,
it just ain't it for me. But the online game's pretty fucking solid.
Super Runabout was always a really good, fun game in my opinion. Like, it had a free drive mode where you could just drive around like a huge recreated downtown like San Francisco, and it had like fucking arcadey driving, and me and Zach actually had the steering wheel and gas pedal for the Dreamcast, so that shit was actually pretty fun just to drive around and do nothing.
Yeah.
Speed Devils was always a fun racing game. I always liked it. You can get it now for like $3 or $4. It's on the dirt cheap end of shit.
Remember, you had all kinds of awesome accessories. They had that really great rod and reel.
Yeah, I still
It
got
had
mine.
The microphone attachment for Seaman.
That's such a weird. I watched another
it's-
video of that game, and I'm like, what the fuck is like? It's one of those things. I'm like, how in the fuck did this come to America?
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea.
I've never even tried it yet, to be honest. Like, because I never had the microphone for one, and I don't know how necessary that thing is. But I know, like, you basically have a pet fish man, and you talk to him, and he talks back to you.
Seaman.
Yeah, but like, he's also seaman.
He turns into a frog man
Yeah.
too. I don't know, man. Like,
It's just, for those who never heard of it, it's just like a fish with a Japanese man's face.
it's pretty much Abomination of God, the video game. Like, if I seen that shit in a stream, I would immediately try to pour iodine in the water
Yeah.
to kill the fuck out of it. Like, I would call Tyson Chicken Plant. Like, y'all need to come down
I
here.
got the perfect spot for y'all.
It may be y'all's fault we already got these freaky fucking things to begin with, all the genetic mutations from dumping your filler chemicals in the water, but, hey, Tyson, holler at me if I catch one of them seamen down in the stream.
Oh, shit.
Seaman and the masturbators of the universe.
Hell yeah.
I have the power to whack off. That'd be awesome. That's some weird shit though. And it's weird we bring that up because I actually watched a video about it the other night because I've never played it. I'm a little too weirded out. And I'm like, man, my Tamagotchis died because they had 4 stacks of shit that I just refused to clean. How the fuck am I going to keep a Japanese fish man alive? Like, especially when he's wanting to tell me things about my life. I already don't need to know this shit, especially from, said Japanese fishman seaman being, whatever the Japanese monkey fish frog thing, whatever the fuck it is, like Abomination of God, the video game.
Too bad that didn't come out after like the Fukushima thing.
Yeah, no
There's
shit.
been a lot more jokes to be had.
I'm waiting for them to catch one of them off the coast of Japan. Like, they just put it in the boat and everybody's horrified. It just starts speaking like fucking real, like fucking moral statements to her or some shit. It was like, one should never leave the house angry at their spouse, or something like that. I'm like, kick that fucking thing back in the ocean. Motherfucker, you just drag Dr. Phil up in a boat. Like, put it back. Or a fish with Dr. Phil's face.
Yeah,
I'd be terrified.
I just had a random biblical error the other day. I was trying to get Jamie to go with me out somewhere, and she's all like, indecisive about it. So I was like, Jamie, inaction is the providence of the devil and the destitute.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. Oh, God. You should become a preacher.
I should.
You'd be really good at it. You should only preach to destitute people.
Don't they already? Like,
Yeah, you're right. It was funny because you speaking of destitute, I was just thinking about it as we were walking down the street in Austin the other night. Matt would light up a cigarette, and I just seen him go, and he threw it back in his pocket. I'm like, what is it? And I looked around, and we were walking into this pretty shady part of town. It was like Skid Row. There were like fucking 30 tents everywhere. People out there living with their animals and shit, like homeless people. It ain't make fun, but Matt was like, man, lighting a fucking cigarette to see homeless people is a terror. He's like, you're asking to get mauled.
yeah.
Like, hey, man. Hey, man, can I have a... They're just all like zombies, like on that episode of South Park. Can I have a smoke? Can I have a smoke? Ah! You just get overtaken by people bumming cigarettes off of you.
Well, that leads me to my next thing. I haven't really played games this week. 'cause
Happy
of the
birthday,
laser.
Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
But past week or so, I've been suffering from NRD, no reason depression, just sad sack, whatever state of mind. So Saturday, I was like, I didn't have any kind of work or anything, so I was like, I'm gonna just get off my ass and do something, try to kick myself out of it. So I ended up going over to Ronnie Ray Guns in Huntsville.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I was stopped at a gas station right beside. It's kind of in a
Did you go up there by yourself?
Yep. It's kind of in a sketchy part of Huntsville, and I stopped at a gas station right by it. Went in because I mainly wanted to hit up the ATM because I didn't know they had one at that area. Hit up the ATM, walk out, and there's this like grimy ass bearded meth head, like just kind of meandering around the parking lot, wearing an old dirty Paw Patrol backpack, scrounging up cigarette butts off the ground to smoke.
God damn it, I've seen that. That is rough.
I was like, it's a real life Ricky from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, dude, I've seen them do that. I've seen them walk around with a Ziploc bag, too, pick the cigarette butts and, like, roll the excess tobacco out in the bag. And I'm like, they rolling that shit up and smoking it.
Yeah.
Like,
Just stop smoking at that point. God damn.
just, man, instead of, like, pick up cigarette butts, like, start trying to find twine and pick up and just get enough twine to, like, make your own noose.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I shouldn't say shit like that.
Yeah, you should.
But, yeah.
Fuck the homeless. They're not people.
Picks up cigarette butt. Precious. Ugh. Me and Matt were staying in Dallas. We played out there. And, like, literally seen this gutter punk couple, like, pick up cigarette butts right there off the street and just, like, light them up as soon as they pick them up. And I'm just like, oh, my God.
Yes.
I couldn't imagine. But is that all? Is that all he did? I didn't mean to.
I didn't stick around long enough to find out what else.
I would have sit and watched for a while.
Now, there was another lady that went in and she started walking away. Like, she walked across the road. I guess she walked there and he was following her. So there might have been a little rapey poo going on later. The Grim Rapier might have been going to harvest his crops. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but.
Grim Raper. He's a serial rapist.
But yeah, I went to Ronnie Reagan's in Huntsville. Pretty cool little hole in the wall, basically.
It's all pinball, right?
They got a couple arcade machines, but yeah, the rest of it's pinball. And it's not really like, I was expecting like an establishment, kind of like Pints and Pixels. It ain't. It's part of this old school is what it is. It's an old school.
They have axe throwing there and mustache curling.
Yeah, mustache curling.
Well, shot the shiz and curl your mustache. You walk in like a normal guy, come out looking like Huckleberry Finn or a fucking...
like a snake oil salesman from the 1900s.
I was gonna say,
a carpet bagger.
1901 banker. He's got like a monocle and shit.
But it's actually like an offshoot of Straight to Hell Brewery.
Oh,
so
nice.
I think they like own it or something. They're affiliated with it.
I like
anyway.
me some Straight to Hell beer.
Anyways, it's literally like in the basement of the place. You go down this little stairwell and there you are. They get like 20-something pinball machines. I liked it better than Pints and Pixels, even though I think Pints and Pixels might have had more shit there. I liked it better just because it was less people in there.
Yeah.
It was just me, like a couple people were in there playing pool, and I was just had my free run of all the pinball machines. I ended up dropping about $20 worth of quarters in them.
They got Ghostbusters?
Yeah, they do.
Fucking right.
And all the prices are set to like the lowest recommended prices on games. So like all the new shit's $1, some of the older shit's like 50 to 75 cents. Played a lot of Attack from Mars on there.
Oh, nice.
That's one of the reasons I went there instead of Pints and Pixels, because I saw that they had Attack from Mars, and that's one I have my eye on for getting next.
Well, the next weekend, if you get free, I'll ride up there with you. We'll go.
It might be a couple weeks before I get a chance, but yeah, I'd like to go back. And I know they do pinball leagues there too. I'm kind of considering trying that out. I don't know.
You should.
I know I'll get my ass whooped at it, but at the same time, it'd be a good time probably.
Well, yeah, I mean, and plus you don't know till you try. So.
Yeah. most of the tables there they had set up are kind of on the main side. Out lanes are like wide open and shit. I noticed that Attack from Mars, I didn't do near as good as that one in Southern Fried.
Yeah.
At least my first, I played it enough. I started getting up there and score a bit more. They had a lot of good shit. They had Attack from Mars. They had another one, Total Nuclear Annihilation. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's a very simplistic modern pinball machine, and I don't know whether I want to love it or hate it because there's like almost nothing in there. There's one bumper. There's one like ball lock mechanism. There's an upper playfield area that kind of unlocks later in the game. To me, it looks like it's one that'd be boring to own, but it plays so fucking fast. It'd be a great one to like practice on.
Yeah.
But there's just so little to the game. I can't imagine spending because it's like a price of any other full size pinball machine.
Yeah. You
So-
shouldn't be spending $5,000 on something that don't have the fucking bells and whistles of a fucking another $5,000
Right.
machine.
Now, it did have a hell of a sound system on it, and lighting and graphics on it are fucking great. But
What's it called?
Total Nuclear Annihilation.
Total Nuclear Annihilation.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have a John Carpenter soundtrack to it?
Kind of.
It sounds like it would.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool though.
They had a Medieval Madness there.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why I played at Pinballs the other night with a Z. Mind you for attitude.
That's a pretty good one.
I love
yeah.
Medieval Madness. I got, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm decent at it. Like I've got the reflex shot to like where you shoot into the castle and destroy the castle, and I think you get 2 million points off every time you destroy the
I
castle.
think it grows in value the more
I've got
you shoot it.
pretty decent at like reflex shotting that. Like,
I always love the little trolls that pop up.
yeah,
And
that's a fun one.
what else did they have? They had the Pro Black Knight, which I actually think I like better than the premiums we played at a Southern Fried Game Room. Even though the premium version has an upper playfield, which is what Black Knight's known for, the Pro just plays so much better without that upper playfield slowing things down.
Yeah,
So
a lot more fast action,
Yeah.
I guess, because you're direct.
yeah, it
with
might be less true to the name, but it's just, to me it was funner.
Yeah,
They had a lot of this other standard shit, Metallica and stuff like that. I can't think of anything else they had that was just like they had an Iron Maiden like mine. I put $1 in it just to see what I place against other people. I think I could probably get a high score up there if I decided to spend a little time. Because their high scores are in like the 500 million range.
mm-hmm.
And my highest, which I haven't been able to get close to doing it again, but my highest is 1.2 bill. But I've been consistently scored in like the 200 million range. That
Yeah.
mean that $1 I put in there, I end up scoring like 250, 300, something like that. So
Nice.
I think if I go put $5, I feel like a jackass spending money in a pinball machine I own. Like,
Yeah. But still, man,
Yeah.
if you want to put the score on shit
it's
at
gonna take
places,
several
that's
tries.
what you gotta do.
Yeah, because there's a lot of skill in pinball, but there's also fucking luck to it.
Yeah. Oh
And-
yeah. That's like, I thought, I'd been playing Ghostbusters on my PS4, and I was like, man, I'm gonna go up to Pines Pixels and rule with this thing. 'Cause I can hit 1 billion on PS4.
Big difference.
Uh-uh.
And that's another reason I want another pinball machine is, I'm getting good at Iron Maiden, but when I go from Iron Maiden to, say, Attack from Mars or something else, it's like starting over almost.
You're still used to playing to the fucking play style of Iron Maiden
Yeah.
or whatever.
Now you do, after you've got enough hours on any pinball machine, you start picking up on it quicker, but still, your first few games, you're going to just shit the bed.
I'm just like, every pinball machine plays so much different. Like, the main problem I have is knowing when to shake the table and when not to. And then either that or it'll be moving so fast, I'll be worrying about something up here. By the time that motherfucker's draining, you don't realize it, till the last second.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn a lot of it too. Is like slow your shit down and like think about where you're shooting.
Like shot control, pretty much.
Right, because every time you take a shot, it's going to risk going in the outlane or something. Try to do more vertical shots and have less horizontal movement. Because to me, that's what gets me the most is the fucking outlanes, man. I mean, sometimes ball goes straight down the middle, but more times than not, it's outlane gobbled the shit up.
Well, that's one thing I've noticed about Ghostbusters Pro. I don't know if the standard has this shit on it, but it's got a fucking these little magnetic things right in front of
Yeah.
the bumpers on bottom. They'll grab the ball and go, and it throws the fucking ball right down the middle. It's just kind of got like a ghost showing up and being like, you know, I don't know. It's just like, it's like that Alanis Morissette song, Ironic, you know. He died on his wedding day. However that fucking shitty song goes, but
One thing I did notice with Ghostbusters, and like comparing it to the other ones I played, like I think the distance between the fucking flippers varies a lot on those machines. Because that one they have there, it's fucking cavernous between them.
really,
Yeah.
it may do it. I know, because like, I want to say the different versions of that, you know, there's way more bells and whistles on them, so
Yeah.
maybe they do that for a certain reason or some
I
shit.
don't know, but yeah,
The fuckery can be strong on that
because
game.
most pinball machines, like the flippers, when they're at their like the peak of their arc, when you're flipping them, there's like barely room for a pinball to go between.
Yeah.
them. Well, that thing probably could have fit 1.5 pinball between the flippers at their closest together. So I was like, Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. They got it planned where they're like, oh, we're gonna fuck this guy out of a bunch of quarters. I hear his pockets are jingling.
So what you been playing, man?
Man, the one I'm gonna talk a little bit about, but I know we ain't got nothing pulled up, and the other one I'm gonna talk very little about because I literally played like 30 minutes of it. On the way to Austin, though, I managed to completely start a new game and play all the way through Link's Awakening.
Nice.
That's like my favorite game, so of course I know how to fucking jet through that shit pretty quick. I played some Super Mario 3. Haven't played that in a while. Actually started a game on the original Zelda on the way back, and I got like through Dungeon 4. When I got home, I bought a game on my 3DS called Shadow of the Ninja. It's made by Natsume.
I'm gonna pull up that clip here real quick so anyone watching.
And honestly, the furthest I've gotten in this game was to level 2 because it is extremely difficult. It essentially plays like fucking. It's like a weird mix of Ninja Gaiden and son of a bitch. Like, I had it in my head last night playing it when I thought it was a good blend of. Kind of like Ninja Gaiden, and the weapon system to me makes me think like Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghouls and Goblin, whichever one that was on NES, because it's got a couple weapons that are really fucking shitty. Like, it's good for certain things, but shitty for others.
like the fucking holy water, ghouls and
Yeah,
ghosts.
exactly.
Fuck the holy water.
Yeah, dude. Or that fucking fireball you get that you just throw that never fucking, it arches over everything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but like they got the a sword, and you can power your sword up with like a longer like wave slash or some shit that comes off of it. But they got like that fucking Japanese or Chinese weapon. I'm assuming it's Japanese. It's pretty much like a big ass fucking spike ball on a chain.
Yeah.
Well, you can get one of those, and this motherfucker can only throw it straight. Like, and there's a bunch of enemies you have to duck and attack. And then, unlike Ninja Gaiden, where most all enemies take one fucking slash, like, these enemies take multiple slashes. Like, a lot. And one of the things that annoys me the motherfucking most about that game is like, okay, you just seen that dude jump that little thing on the ground right there that was like rocketing toward him. Mm-hmm. Like, those things, you have to... Oh, he's using the fucking weapon on that video that I'm bitching about. It's got range, but you can't attack nothing. You got to duck and attack. Like, it misses it completely. And, like, those things take 2 hits, and they'll come rocking at you. So, by the time they get within range for you to hit them once, you can't, like, repeatedly double slash. They're going to fucking hit you, no matter what you do. And the only thing I could figure out is you had to time it. and fucking just hit the button rapidly right as soon as it starts coming at you, so you could fucking kill them. Just little shit like that. I've beaten 2 boss battles on it. Like, there's your fucking, like, I guess, like, sub-bosses.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've fought 2 of them, and then the normal boss, and then, like I said, I haven't got to the end of the, like, I got to 2-2 or 2-3, I think, and I think there's 4 in each. So I haven't got to the end of that yet. That shit you're seeing right there, though, I mean, that shit's hard. Like, it looks kind of easy, but it's pretty fucking difficult. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a bunch of, like, fuckery on it. Like, you know, that kind of shit where you'll be running, there's a gap you gotta jump. You won't see a goddamn enemy anywhere in sight, but as soon as you go to start crossing that gap, they pop. And it's one of them things where the whole point is to fucking bump you and knock you backwards off of it. You know, that kind of bullshit. Your standard NES, you know, attack woes. But I kind of felt like a fucking idiot because I paid $5 and bought it off the eShop. I was just in one of the moods. I'm like, man, I really want something new on my DS, and I have never played this game. I didn't own it. So I was just like, well, we'll see what up with it. Oh, Mega Man was the other thing I was going to say. It's got some fucking Mega Man vibes to it. It's not a terrible game. It's just fucking it's very difficult from what I gathered. Which, I mean, you know, most every goddamn game. I'm sitting here bitching, and the other game I looked at buying was fucking the first Ninja Turtles. And I'm like, you want to talk about a hard goddamn game? The music's pretty cool. And I don't remember what the cutscene, what it was about. I want to say like demons or, so of course somebody takes over the city, and it shows, the funny thing is, it's like 2029 New York. And do you know what there still is in New York in 2029 on this depiction?
Trade towers.
Yep. Got it wrong. We're 2 days away. How could you not?
I forgot to never forget.
Yeah, I was going to say,
About forgot to never forget, man.
somewhere in America, a flag just burst into flames for you forgetting.
But I didn't. I about forgot to never forget. You reminded
Actually,
me like a true patriot.
Somewhere across the world, an ISIS member just exploded because you did remember.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Never forget. Merry Christmas, y'all. It's, this is a frustrating part right here, too. These are the little things I'm talking about. Like, see how they rocket toward you?
Little rocket snail looking
He's
things.
got that fucking, see? Like, it's almost impossible to get fucking 2 licks off on them. Like, without them doing any damage. Then you got these boomerang fucks that take like fucking 25 hits to kill.
It's like the feral child from Mad Max grew up.
Yeah. Fucking boomerang.
Shit.
Somebody said something on chat. Says, funny thing was, found out a while back that originally was going to be a scene where Spider-Man catches a helicopter between the Twin Towers by the time the movie came out. 9/11 happened, so they had to cut it.
Oh, wow.
I remember that because I seen that. That you can look that up online. That was the original teaser trailer the summer before Spider-Man come out. Is because it was these dudes robbing a place and a helicopter leaving. And at the end of the trailer, you see the helicopter get snagged, and it zooms out, and it's spiderweb between the 2 buildings, and then it was like Spider-Man next summer. That was like the fucking teaser.
Well, Spider-Man should have stopped fucking Al-Qaeda. Like, what the fuck, Spider-Man?
Here's your friendly neighborhood Spider. I was drunk that day. He was too busy like trying to fucking shoot some web up in MJ's cooge to fucking do anything about it, I guess.
I can't blame him.
Yeah.
That's what any red-blooded Spider-American would do.
But anyways, that was Shadow of the Ninja. I wish I had more, but I had, like I said, didn't have the chance to beat it. I sat down for like 30 minutes and started playing it last night. I've been playing Blair Witch on Xbox One.
Nice.
I thought about you a lot playing
Is there
it.
like a button you can hammer just to go, Josh? Josh.
Well, no, but so there is something similar. The whole majority of the goddamn game is walking around with a fucking flashlight with your dog Bullet, which is funny because I had a dog named Bullet as a kid. You're walking around with this dog, and the majority of it is you have to be like, fetch. You get the dog to search, and it'll bring you clues. Well, you find these magical videotapes, and the videotapes allow you to manipulate reality. Like, if you're standing in a spot where something happened, like, for example, like this kid dropped a baseball because this dude's kidnapped him and taken him out in the woods to sacrifice him to the witch or whatever. Well, there's nothing there, but if you rewind it in that exact spot where it's happening on the video and see the baseball and back out then, it'll make the baseball appear. It alters reality. So, I guess the witch, like, is in affiliation with Sony or something, because I'm pretty sure it's a Sony camcorder. They were like, they showed up to the fucking Black Hills Forest, like, we're going to teach you how to get the full use out of your camera. And the Blair Witch is just like, they're like, okay. Step one. You know. But anyways.
One of those where they like awkwardly go out of the way to specifically name the product. We're going to teach you how to use this new Sony GoPro version 3. Like,
yeah. Revision number 285. Yeah, like they're like, first thing is open the hatch door using the open hatch door button. And the witch is like, it's like, that's correct. I just imagine this dude sat there to this fucking evil, demonic looking witch thing with like floating hair and shit. And he's like, now you take the tape and insert it into the side of the camcorder and use the release button. No, that is the play button, the release button. Yes, that's correct. You know. But anyways, like, the game's got a storyline to it, and I'm about 2 hours in, and it hasn't told me why yet, but I'm gathering the main character his name's Ellis. He's fucked up in the head. He's done something that he feels bad for. He won't talk to his wife. He's a cop, and I have a feeling he's had a kid, got left in the car or some shit. Like,
Blair Witch left his kid in the car.
Yeah. Fucking California raising him. Like,
That's what I'm going to say next time I leave my baby in the car. Blair Witch did it.
Just start blaming everything on the Blair Witch. Somebody forgot to put the milk back in the fridge. Oh, Blair Witch did it. But this dude has panic attacks in certain parts. And, like, when he starts panicking, like, the screen will start going in and out black, and he'll black out, and he'll always be calling the dog. He'll go, Bullet, Bullet, Bullet. And you start hitting the call.
His comfort animal.
Yeah. He pulls a stroller out and puts Bullet in a stroller and starts walking through the woods. He'll fetch you a nice kombucha out of the fridge if you ask him nicely. He only likes other guy dogs, though, that identify as cats. Oh, I might be getting a little ranks in there. But anyways, the Blair bitch, like, just stalks you through the fucking woods pretty much. Like, I haven't seen her yet, but I've seen some weird fire demon thing that I don't know how to fight. Like, it'll kill the fuck out of you. I got to that, and it killed me twice last night, and that's one reason I just stopped playing. It was getting late, though, but you'll, like, go to call the dog, and them scenes you're freaking out, you hit the left button to call the dog, and it'll just be like, Bullet, Bullet, Bullet. Like, it just progressively gets more and more pathetic to the point where it's just like, ah! Ah! Hit the button, it's just these trembles of fear, like it's almost like the point where, like, you hit it and it, like, just shows subtitle of a bunch of dots on the screen. Like, he's overcome with fear right now.
Yeah.
The majority of the game, though,
Press R1 to have a panic attack. Like,
yeah. Press R2 to try calling someone to talk about it.
press L1 to experience your airway closing up.
Press L2 to experience tightness on your chest.
Press A for angina. Like,
Oh, God damn it. Press X for the administered Xanax. It's just like fucking Millennial College Kid, the video game. Uh-oh, somebody's sexually identifying as a yam. Like, I don't know why yam come to mind.
why not?
But,
It's on the spectrum, I'm sure.
yeah, I guess so.
Which spectrum? I'm not too sure.
But, yeah.
Well, I think we're about time for the music segment.
Oh.
I brought in a little something from my favorite RPG. This is from Earthbound. This is when I'm pretty sure this is when you get to Saturn Valley and you get in this like mystical hot spring hot tub thing, and you like Ness is like has this psychedelic vision of pixelated text words pop up on the screen, and basically sums up like what you've done and how badass you are. But it's just like an
acid trip.
yeah, it's called You've Come Far, Ness, and it kind of really sums up like the moment of the game where it's just kind of you've made it pretty fucking far. Congrats.
This is not the ending.
No.
Dude, I will never forget how fucking hard I just hee-hawed as a kid when you beat that and you hear that one little voice toward the end of it where it's playing the credits, like, I miss you.
Yeah.
To this day, that fucking makes me laugh so hard.
I'll
I
bring
don't
that
know
in sometime.
I don't know why, but it's just that dude, I miss you. So stupid.
But yeah, this is the music you hear when your mind have reached a whole new level. You've come far, Ness.
I like that.
It's very chill.
Yeah. It's just like music that's playing when somebody just can't help but look at you and be like,
Yeah.
congratulations, you saved the day. I do like how laid back it is. Though. Like, jazzy. Oh. Well, drum feel, eh?
It's also what you listen to after you just like smoked a shit ton of weed and decimated the Chinese buffet.
Dude, that's what I was thinking about. Like, if this was like playing to the ending scene of a video game where the whole point of the game is to get stoned to go to the Chinese buffet, then it scene would just be your character with his pants and buttons sitting in a recliner with that shit playing. Just kick back, like smoking a cigarette, like,
Just putting 2 buffets out of business.
Yeah, it's like the ending scene of the game is the 2 buffets like all caved in and shit because you just like we have no more egg foo young for you. Bullshit.
That sounds as all you can eat. God damn it!
I like how you say that though, because I will speak from experience. That was one of my favorite things to do in my younger heathen years is get fucking stoned as shit and go to the China buffet. Like, dude, I'd be elbow dropping so much calories like in my stomach, dude.
You see that all you can eat is a challenge. Like,
Yeah. Don't threaten me, motherfucker. But you know, the same thing happens. You're fucking stoned. Your eyes overload your mouth. You get in there and eat all them carbs right off the bat. You're like, oh, I'm full. And then 2 hours later, you get home. You're
I
like,
remember
fuck,
years
I'm
ago,
hungry
man.
again.
Right after I'd gotten my license, I did that. I smoked me a big old fat one. Went to the Chinese buffet, and they had those. This is the bowl shrimp on ice there, and man, I went there. I fucking cleaned that out. I was sitting there eating them. And waitress came and asked me if I need anything. I was like, y'all need some more shrimp. She's like, oh, we just put shrimp out. I'm like, yeah, you need some more shrimp out there. Yeah, she's like, you can't do that. I'm like,
Your
well,
sign says otherwise. Dude, I've seen some fucky shit happen at buffets too. Me and Goat Legs were in there one night, and like me and her, like they had crab legs. You want to see?
fight over
You
crab
want to see
legs.
some fucking people turn into pieces of shit? You throw some goddamn crab legs out on the buffet. There was a dude sitting there. I'll never forget because he was just like, "You fat fucking bitch!" Like said it right to her. He sat there waiting on them to bring these fucking crab legs out. And there's like 3 of us. We all want some crab legs.
uh-huh.
It's the most expensive fucking thing on the buffet. That's what
And
you
they
want.
intentionally short you on it. Like, they'll put a tray out every hour. So,
MSG versus Lyle. Hey, buddy. I do like MSG. But speaking of which, on this motherfucker is standing there waiting on these goddamn crab legs. He's waiting and anticipating. Whoa, fat fucking Karen over here with her fucking, like, dirty ass kids and fucking douchebag loser looking husband. She comes up there and this she's wide outside. You know, I'm a bigger dude. But like this lady's like getting up there with old Gilbert Grape's mama. You know, you give her a fucking tail and a little yelling rodent and she'd been Jabba the Hutt. Like she goes up there though, and I shit you not, Brandon. This little Asian dude, he thought he was about to get caught in the crossfire. Like this motherfucker, he looked scared. You'd think somebody just pulled a gun out and started shooting in the air.
it's high noon.
Yeah, dude. Wah, 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 wah. You know, he walks up there and sets these fucking tray down. Like, you know, they put everything in trays and change them out. There ain't nothing. There's like a crab tendon in here. He pulls this thing out, and before he even gets the chance to slide that fucking thing down in there, that dude has clearly been standing there for like 5 minutes. He goes to fucking put that tray down. That big ass woman comes up and grabs the entire fucking tray of
Oh
them,
my God.
water and all. Just picks it up and just walks it straight over to her table and sets it down.
Man,
And
she
this-
have like gorilla hands. That shit's like boiling.
Oh yeah, dude! Like,
She's serious.
I'm telling you, this bitch wasn't fucking around, buddy. And like the look on the dude standing there's face, I will never forget that because it was the look of somebody they would have just like snatched his kid out of their arms and lit them on fire in front of him. He just was like fucking decimated, dude. You might as well just told this guy, look, I don't know how you've been alive for 35 years. Like, you've had fucking cancer for 48 of them. Like, you know, or just something like that. And this dude just had this fucking look, and she walked away, and he was kind of high pitched when he said it. He was like, "You fat bitch," and like. She turned around and said something. Her little scrawny husband just looked at him, and you could tell who wore the pants in that relationship. She was like, "I got him from me and mine," and then just turned back around and like her and that family went to fucking that pan of crab legs up. And I remember telling Goat Legs, I was just like, I don't even fucking want no crab legs anymore. Like,
People will get fucking vicious.
There was
about
people
it.
got arrested in Huntsville like a few months
Oh,
ago,
yeah.
like that old man, that lady for beating the hell out of each. I'm pretty sure they were hitting each other with fucking crab legs. But I'll fight people over the crawfish, just because I've been in there before and like seen a dude come up and just fucking literally like load 3 or 4 plates of the crawfish up at once. And I'm just like, man, don't be. I know we're at fucking like China King #5 fucking buffet or whatever, but there's still etiquette here. Like,
Yeah.
there's a little tact and buffet etiquette here, man.
Every now and then you'll get lucky. You'll go somewhere on like seafood night, and you'll be the only one there getting the crab. And man, that's so fucking great. But when there's obvious other people there wanting it, just fucking leave some for them. God damn it! It's
That's
not
one
that hard.
reason I like Chow King in Decatur a hell of a lot, because they got their crab legs, which everybody goes for, and then they got like deep fried whole blue crab. And nobody get that because you actually, your fat ass got to put forth effort and do some shell cracking, you know. So that's why I go there. Is I'm like, y'all leave that long. So I'm like, you know, you're getting out of breath breathing, so you're not gonna take time to shell nothing. And these you have to do that,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm not knocking you because I know you eat a whole shrimp, but that blew my fucking mind. Where you're like, I ain't got time to peel these fucking things.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, you caveman motherfucker.
Just chew that shit up, man.
It ain't no different than see, I almost tried it, but I didn't. Like in fucking Texas, they got like, you can get like Mexican candy and Mexican snacks everywhere out there because you're right beside Mexico.
Mhm.
They have in snack form dehydrated dried whole shrimp, and it comes with like 6 in a bag with like a pack of hot sauce in it.
Huh?
I was tempted to get one and try it, but I was just like, I don't know, man.
Well, I'll try it.
They were real crystallized looking, and I'm just like, I don't know if that's right or not. Like, I don't know.
Imitation shrimp.
Yeah, made with the finest pig buttholes. Like, we make our imitation shrimp from 100% imitation shrimp buttholes.
That's why they used to use
That would
it.
be a shit. That would be like a hard. Like, we
what they
only
used
use
to
shrimp.
use.
We only use shrimp buttholes for our recipes. But it only takes about fucking I don't know, 10 billion to produce like enough shrimp butthole to make a surimi stick. Like,
So that's what they used to use chicken clits for till the Colonel changed things.
Colonel Gander's got it going on. He invented that robot that just rips the clits off chickens.
For some reason, I just imagine like a fucking wheat thresher that does nothing but rip clits off.
Oh my god! Killing room floor just looks like a bizarre like sex ritual.
I hear those machines are
Those
big
chickens
hit.
turn 21 years of age. We force them to cut their clits off.
Yes, I was like, those machines are a fucking big hit over in the Middle East.
Oh god damn it! But just remember all that fucking savagery and cruelty. Those are values he sticks by.
Yeah.
One of my buddies listened to that skit. He literally told me, he was like, I think the nastiest part of it is the fact where you say salted. He was like, he was like, just thinking about a salted fucking fried clit.
To me, it's honey mustard. That about makes me gag for some reason.
Honey mustard.
It's just the sweet and sour mixed with the clitiness.
Dude. I don't think there could be a more foul, maybe ranch flavored
Yeah.
sour cream and onion. That's rough. But,
Wasabi clits. Like
oh,
clit sushi.
oh God.
Made with real salmon clits.
Can I get a salmon clit roll? Thank you. Y'all got any tuna bunghole rolls? I just ain't got the same ring as salmon clit. What a terrible 2 words put together. Like, if you heard a girl called that, you wouldn't hang out with her. But if you call sushi that, you'll eat it. That's weird.
Oh, fuck, man. I think we're winding down.
Yeah.
We're scraping the bottom of the clip barrel. Like, it's
Yeah.
like shooting fish clips in a barrel.
How does one shoot a fish clip? Like,
Do fish have clips?
I don't know.
I don't think so, but I don't want to find out.
Brandon's down his never-ending quest to discover if fish have clits.
It's the
Okay.
next NPR episode.
Oh, I remember the name of that. It's called Sensations of the Abyss.
Oh, yeah.
Sensations of the Abyss.
Jerk my cock.
Yeah. I'm Jerk McCock and it's 7 o'clock. Dude, yeah, we need to do another one of those. Well, we'll be back next week. We'll try to set up, like, on my PS4. I think you can just get a camera and, like, do some solo streaming or something one night, just to add more content.
Mm-hmm.
I think people would get a kick out of watching me get drunk and play Stardew Valley and cuss my animals.
I've considered doing something like that. I thought about playing through Pillars of Eternity again and making me and you as characters in it.
That'd be cool as shit.
Just playing it as if like we got transported through time and space to this other universe and choosing outcomes of shit based on that.
We should do that. Or you should do that. I could come get in on it with you one night. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Nobody still tried to get this wonderful copy of Kobe Bryant Foo here.
That one's going to Bill whenever we see him again. Now,
Oh.
Spice World is...
Oh, yeah.
I would rather have Shaq Fu.
Don't want to use your Hershey wrapper here. I don't want that making contact with my bare skin. Yeah, interactive magazine with exclusive interviews and behind-the-scene footage. Choreograph all the Spice Girls for their special live show on your TV. Create your own remixes of 5 of your favorite Spice Girl songs. Become your favorite Spice Girl and practice individual dance routine. Don't forget to use the enclosed spice packet to dose yourself with arsenic when you're done playing this goddamn game.
That's what I was going to say. My favorite Spice Girl is the one that killed teenagers in gas stations. Like,
Yeah. My favorite Spice Girl was called Anthrax. Fucking. Not the band, the one you mailed to the senators. But, whoops. But not ought to say that and 9/11 in the same episode.
I mean, if you do, just send it to all of them. Like, don't
And
just pick
99.
one.
I mean, just what a time to be alive. 99 was just,
Yeah.
2 years away from never forgetting to forget. America. But anyways, before we get to Unpatriotic and Dick Holish, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back next Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll be a little more attentive. I've actually planned on playing some games this weekend.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm coming out the ass end of my sad sackiness, so maybe I'll have the motivation to play something.
I'll come over here and finger bang you one night to
I'm down.
back to health.
Always down for a good fingering.
Never hurts anything. Well, hit us up and shit.
If you do it right, it does.
Well, that's true. I assume we didn't have any callers and nothing either.
I
did we?
didn't check.
Well, if
I
we
don't
did, we'll get back with you.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. Tell everybody what they can do.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, buddy. And until then, game over, man.
Game over.
And now the show is over. And you realize you left your baby in the car. Its head looks like a raisin. Guys, one cart. 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 Guys, one cart.
See you guys.
Bye.